I hear a voice lead from within. With me today, I have Claudia Passa. How are you, Claudia?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So our topic today is how to be a magnet for love. So welcome to Gossip Talk Show's family, love seekers. Today we are diving into the secret of becoming a magnet for love, whether you are single or you are in a relationship. So these tips will transform your love life. So over to you, Claudia. I know you chose this topic, and our audience will love to know the motivation behind the topic, please.
Well, the motivation behind the topic is to show as well that, yes, there is a possibility as well and the chance for us to get love after we have experienced love, just like it is possible. And this is not the truth if you tell yourself, oh, all the good ones are taken, or it's just like all the stories that we keep like telling ourselves of why it would not be possible as well for us. And obviously as well, there are like a few things to consider so that this time around we are a bit more aware as well of what it is, what we want in the other party as well, and that we can actually as well go beyond our relationships we had so far experienced as well, but actually as well, when we start to realize and to wake up and to look within, then as well, we are able to attract this outside, aka as well within our relationships, just like, yeah. So in regards to Nomsa, I mean, there's so many things to consider as well, yeah, on what it is ideally we have to look at or to change so that we are able to attract to attract or to be a magnet as well for love. So what's like something out of your experience?
I love that, Claudia, what you say, that love comes from within. And I'm a big fan as well that believe that love starts with you. And the first thing you have to do in order to actually find that true love, be the magnet of love, you have to work on your confidence. Because if you work on your confidence is the first step to attract love. When you feel good within, you feel good about yourself, no matter what challenges you have gone through in life, what shame, no matter what shame or guilt you are feeling, but if you start embracing that beauty, that life within it, knowing that unapologetic, you are actually special because you were created on this earth to actually have joy in life. You were created to live, to actually change somebody's life. And imagine if you decide that, you know what, I'm not going to date somebody anymore because there's no such thing as love. Yes, we will go through challenges in life where we'll get disappointment, go through rejection from people. But what you need to know is your husband or your wife is out there waiting for that special person that is you. So work on your confidence to attract that love. Work on your image to attract that love, and design the life that you want. Once you know exactly what you need, what you want, and knowing that you love yourself unapologetic, you don't hide behind makeup, you can go out. Start by going out without makeup. Because to be honest with you, nobody notices anything. People don't notice anything. We worry about people, what they're going to say, what they're going to think. People are too busy with their own problems. and they don't really, you will find those people that spend time really to judge people. But if you find really genuine people, they don't really have time to judge anybody, because all they want is success. So I just say, in order to attract love, everything has to start with you. Your image, how you put yourself out there in the world, your confidence, your everything, your values and your beliefs. When we say everything starts with you, it's knowing your values, knowing your beliefs, knowing the reason why you are here on earth, and unapologetic going out there, getting that man that you want, finding that love that you want. If you're married, just working on yourself and attracting, being the magnet of love. It means the unapologetic. You don't have time to fight your spouse. You embrace every moment with that person. Over to you, Claudia. What do you think?
Yes, as you said as well, confidence, very important as well, and self-worth too, you know. I mean, many people maybe as well would not think they have to do some work around self-worth, but if we look at it closer, quite a few things as well we do, or the relationship as well has been, has been at the end of the relationship, and then as well, throughout the experiences and the clouds of what actually has happened, it might always go back to self-worth, okay, so that we don't feel like on some level worthy of being in a relationship, in a loving and respectful relationship. So as well, important as confidence is as well to look at self-worth and to see, like, if you feel like on your levels that you are worthy on all areas as well in your life. Because if you look at this, do work around self-worth, it's going to be reflected in all areas of your life as well. And as well, as you said, Nomsa, love starts first in us, you know, so we have to just like understand as well that all the experiences outside where we are in relationships and the person in the relationship, the partner, is teaching us always things as well for us to improve as well. It's just like, but it always starts within us. So all the experiences, all the partners are coming along as well to show us something about us, so on which level we might still not feel fully self-worth, you know, like, or confident as well. So just like in all these things outside, as they do act as a mirror so that we can see and tune in and up level, improve what is inside of us, so that we actually as well feel, you know, like confident and beautiful and full worthy of the love as well they desire. So it's just like that's first within inside of us. Yeah, love yourself first, then you can attract it outside.
Love yourself first. I just love that. Claudia, I know you're saying love yourself first. Somebody who is watching right now, they might say, Claudia, I don't understand. What do you say? Do you want to explain that when you say to our audience they need to love themselves? Because we are actually our biggest enemy. We are judgmental. We are very, very judgmental of ourselves. And it's very easy to tell ourselves that we are not good enough and nobody wants us in this world. Is good enough is we are really bad in admiring other people, but we don't admire our own lives. So now you're saying to the audience, love yourself. Could you please explain how they can go about loving themselves? I want to love myself.
Yeah, and it is very important because I like to see life that everything outside is a mirror of us. Okay, so life and the situations, the people as well, is everything is a mirror of us. So it's like, so when we are really understanding this, so everything outside which is a bit wacky, we can check within us. So basically as well, like on which level am I not fully showing up for myself, or on which level am I still not accepting or loving myself? Yeah. Just like really go within and ask yourself these questions, and as well, what's self-talk as well, you know? How do you talk to yourself? Because as you said, Nomsa, yes, we are good in praising others, you know, celebrating and cheering them up. But when it comes to us, so it's just like first step is awareness as well. So how do you treat yourself? How do you talk to yourself? How do you cheer yourself up as well? Can you do this as well? You know, like all these things go within yourself first, so that you can actually get an awareness of how you behave with yourself and how you are being with yourself as well. How are you being with yourself when you get criticized as well, outside in your relationship as well, or if there is a fight and so on, or you feel like disrespected and so on? Just like always go within you first and see what's coming up. Are you blaming yourself? Are you criticizing? Are you judging yourself? And yes, we tend to do this. But the work as well here is to be kind to ourselves and to be compassionate and to be loving. So this is like one way to start, is to be aware, how are you being and how are you talking with yourself? So what's your take on this?
I love that because I used to be like that, and I used to be really critical of myself 12 years ago. I would just go out, and if I go out to my friends, I'll start speaking my friends' language. I'll start dressing up like my friends, or I'll just dress up like, you know, like they will say, the designer, what is trending at the moment. I'll just go with that and just dress like everybody else. So I'll go on the website and see social media, see celebrities, and I'll be like, wow, this person, it looks amazing. I'm just gonna go and just buy the makeup that they're using. I'm just gonna buy the dress that this person is wearing, and I'm just gonna look good, but inside I look crap. Really felt crap. Honestly, I really felt bad. I did not feel good at all because that wasn't my identity. But when I actually decided to take good care of myself and say, you know what, Nomsa, you got to get along with Nomsa. So I started having a good relationship with myself. And I started embracing every gift that I have in my life, embracing my culture, embracing the person that I am, and in just loving myself. Was it an easy journey? No, it's not. But what helped me is to look back when I was a child and just try to find out from the very age when I could remember. I didn't care about what people think. I played outside. I love football, music. I played outside with boys. I didn't have a girlfriend until, actually, believe me, until I had children. When I was like, if I call somebody, this is my best friend. I had friends from school, but I've never saw them as my best friend. They were like family friends. But the first time when I had really girlfriends where I went and made an effort is when I had my first daughter, 2005. I just hang out with boys. Boys are easy. But when I stopped starting hanging out with women, I just felt crap. Really competing with each other, makeup, who is got the best high heels, who is got the best life, who is got the best husband, you name it. I just felt like rubbish. But then I just decided, you know what? I just need to know my identity and work on myself. And unapologetic, you do connect with yourself, find that identity, your true identity. And when you do find yourself again, there is no turning back. And you can be a magnet of loving yourself and a loving partner, or a loving wife, or a loving husband. When I met Martin in 2014, he was like, after 6 months, he turned around and said to Nomsa, you are not fake. I was like, what do you mean I'm not fake? You're not fake. He was like, everything you do since I've started dating you, you are just being you. And I was like, yeah. And that was the decision. I wasn't aware that people can see that energy, but it was a decision that I have decided that I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. And that is attractive. And even my ex came back to me and said, Nomsa, I couldn't understand you at first, but now I do understand you. You are very annoying, but you get things done. I can tell you this, Claudia, when I want to do things or when I want to go out with my family, I just want to go out and have fun. I don't have time to negotiate with fights. I don't have time. If where we want to go, the place that I'm choosing, people don't want to go, I negotiate with them to come up with a plan, because to me, my intention is to spend as much time in happiness with my lover as I can. I've learned from my mistakes in the past where I spend the time finding faults on people, trying to find out what is wrong with my spouse. What are they doing wrong? What are they not doing right? But now I don't do that anymore. So those are the things that are helping me to actually love myself and love the person that I'm in a relationship with. And also confidence and your vulnerability is very, very, very important. What like your identity on social media, my identity on social media is what I practice in real life. I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. I've done that. It did not serve me. It's just, it destroys your life. And also, if you want to really, really start like getting to know you and loving yourself, Claudia, you are a coach, is like understanding the power of building self-confidence and understanding the art of communication, emotionally intelligent, and body language as well is very, very important. When somebody is not happy, you can see. And luckily in my house, these guys, for me, I'm somebody who is very straight. I speak, I communicate my desires, and I also think about the other person as well. I'm not that person that is like always me, me, me. The other person as well. I think about other people's emotions, their feelings. And like, I love music. There are times where some venues, when we perform, they don't like it. They don't like going to those places they've been, and they don't like it. So I don't force them. I just go and perform with the other people. But my family, they'll be like, oh, you're going in that place. We don't like it. We're not coming. I'm fine with it. I know they're gonna come. They just like when I'm speaking, they love it because it's a luxury life, so they love it. But there are some things that you just have to put somebody else's identity and your identity, and realize that these are two people that have linked together. The worlds are different, and embrace that difference. And I know there are some women who love to change their men. There are some men who wants to change their women. But if I needed somebody to change me, maybe I'll go somewhere else and ask for a different identity. So that destroys a relationship. And for those who have been rejected, who have been disappointed, when you actually start loving yourself, the energy changes. I don't know about you, Claudia. To me, that's what I've realized, that it changes, because when you meet somebody, you no longer have that energy of, I want to live with you forever. Yes, I have that attitude. But I'm okay if you change your mind in 10 years' time or 20 years' time. I'm going to continue living the way that I want. Just living, when you enter a relationship, live, you know that your heart is separate, your world is separate. So it's important. I don't know, Claudia, if you want to explain to the audience, what does it mean when you enter a relationship, not actually giving up your identity, but keeping your identity so that you can be you. So those are the attitude that I have, that when I enter a relationship, I'm just so happy that that person is in my life, and I'm happy that they selected me to be their special person. And if I fight with them, I don't hold back or just fight. I don't fight actually in a relationship. We have this disagreement, but if I see that the fight goes out of control, I just go out for a walk. Normally, it's just we have like a small argument. They happen every now and then because I meditate a lot and I fast a lot. So I really am no longer connected to my body. I'm connected to my inner being. So it means I'm awake, I'm alert. If somebody says something that I don't like, or it hates my feelings, so it doesn't really go inside my subconscious, it stays on air. So then I have to evaluate, I have to think fast how to respond without causing an argument. So that is the situation where I am. So over to you, Claudia.
Yes, as you have asked me in regards to self-identity, I mean, yes, it is recommended to keep it as well, because anything else, it would just be fake and feeling exhausting as well. Having to pretend that you are someone else, it just gets exhausting at the end. And then as well, it will come out anyway, just like, the other party will sense it or feel it, see it as well. And then it's just like, it's been fake and a lie all this time. And this is just not really fair as well to the other, and don't we want as well to be appreciated and accepted and loved the way we are, but again, this understanding comes as well when we do go within as well and have check-ins with us. How am I being with myself? What's the talk I have? How do I treat myself as well? So when we all come to this and are able as well to accept all parts of us, including as well the quirky sides, and men and women as well, they do like a bit of quirkiness as well. It doesn't always have to be like, I don't know, you're just like, super sexy and super confident and so on. It doesn't exist, perfect doesn't exist for men and for women as well, and to be able as well to accept our quirkiness and this bit as well, like the part inside of us who is vulnerable and who is going as well through some experiences, is still digesting as well experiences in the past from relationships, like as well how we are being with this part inside of us as well, this is important too.
I love that, Claudia, when you say it's fake, like when we don't show up as who we are, it feels like it's fake. It feels like I've had a chat with in my church. I've had a chat with, not in my church, the choir where I go to, because it's a gospel choir. I've had a chat with guys. Why are you single and stuff? They're like, Nomsa, it's not easy nowadays to find a girl that is who they say they are. They pretend, even if they're Christian, they pretend to be something they're not. And then the real character shows up later, and then it causes confusion because that person is never the person that you've met before. So it's very, very challenging, and people do find it very, very challenging. And for me, it was a big, big decision that I had to make myself. I spent time, like 3 hours, making sure that everything was perfect. My outer world was perfect. I'll spend 2 hours. If I'm really going out, I'll spend 2 hours to 2.5 hours getting dressed, soaking myself in the bath. and eyelashes, making sure that my fake makeup and my high heels, my handbag, everything matches everything. But inside, I was broken. And when I actually realized that actually I need to work on my inner being, I realized that actually when I go out, even if I didn't have makeup, people don't notice anything. Even my spouse, when I'm leaning on him to have a cuddle, even if I don't have makeup, he will be like, I do not want your makeup on my shirt. I'm like, but I don't have makeup. And then I realize actually, I'm spending time, wasting time. I'm already beautiful. These people don't even notice the difference when I have makeup, when I don't. So I might as well not do it. So I decided I'm just going to be me and just live my life. And I decided that the 2 hours that I was spending with my outer world, now I'm spending that 2-3 hours in the morning before I go to work, working on myself, working on my meditation, prayer. I pray in the morning, I meditate, I speak in tongues, and I just activate my inner being just to make sure that in the morning I begin my day beautifully, and I just look after my inner world. And before, when I stepped outside, I made sure that I didn't step in the mud, because I was protecting my inner world, to make sure that when I step outside, everyone will be, wow, that girl looks so beautiful and she knows how to dress. And if people did not comment about my clothing, I'll feel offended. But now I don't care. I'm still dressing up nicely. If people don't comment about my clothes, it doesn't matter, because I'm the ones that chose them. I'm the one that loves them. So it does not really matter anymore. When I step outside, even if it's raining, I don't really worry about my looks. I just thank God for my life. I thank God that I'm alive. I thank God for this beautiful life that I have. And it also is very, very important for anybody else that is watching, that the creating a positive energy, the attraction is beyond the physical when you create that a positive energy. And I just, when a man meets a confident woman that hasn't got ego, that is loving and caring, when a woman meets that man that smiles, that brings joy to her life, when she looks at that man, he's like, wow, I like you. I like being around you. Although I'm not sure that we are attracted, but I'm still finding out. But this girl makes me crazy. Or this man makes me crazy. That's why you see people, good, beautiful women, they're single. I don't know what beauty is anyway. And you see a woman that they call ugly has a man. The reason why that woman has a man, or that man that is ugly has holding a beauty, they call it ugly. For me, a beauty comes from inside. I believe that what's on the inside of a person is greater than what's on the outside. That's my belief. So when I see people, I see them the same. But there are those that have been categorized as beautiful, as handsome. So you will see a man, ordinary man, holding this supermodel woman that could be a supermodel, and you wonder why that man has got that woman. It's simple. They are confident. They know exactly what they want. When they speak to a woman, the woman cannot, like, it makes the woman crazy, because they speak with passion. They speak with love. They care. They care about anyone that is in front of them. They unapologetic, they love themselves. They don't care about their looks. All they care about is their inner world, and they embrace that their outer world is a blessing for them. So they don't, even a woman that people call ugly, you see they're married, and people wonder, why is she married? Why am I not married? What did that man see? A man saw something that he has never seen in any woman, which is the beauty. Beauty comes from the inside. inside. You have to be a loving and caring person. Being a loving and caring person, it starts with you. You care about yourself, and then you welcome that man or welcome that woman to enter your world and enjoy every moment. That's why some people, they do struggle to actually, when we say create the energy in the physically and in the spirit realm, what we put in the physical realm, it goes in the spirit realm. It is then the universe will reward us based on who we are and what we think our worthiness is. So it is very, very important to speak words that build, that helps you to grow. No matter what pain you go through in life, no matter what challenges you go through in life, speak those words that speak life. Speak them. No matter what pain you go through, just speak them. It's so beautiful, because you become the magnet. And even family, like sometimes I hear people saying, I don't know what he sees in him. I'm like, I do know what he sees in, what she sees in him. He's handsome inside out. He's a loving and caring person. That's what she sees in him. He's a good guy. So that's why people struggle. They're like, yeah, I don't understand. I'm very educated. I have the money. I have the life, but I don't understand it. If you start valuing instead of valuing material, and look where you've been and say, you know what, unapologetic, I deserve to be loved. I deserve to share this life with the men of my dreams. And God, universe, I'm ready to love again. Go and get me my man that you think is for me. Go and get me that woman that you think is for me. Describe the woman that you want. What kind of a woman you want? Tell the universe, tell God. Me, I just believe in God. I just tell, because God is the creator of the universe, and the universe is God. The earth is God. So I just speak life. I just say, God, just give me the things that you think I deserve. Like right now, I'm praying for undeserving miracle. I tell God that, God, I'm not perfect. So give me undeserving miracle. And that's what I did when I was looking for love. I was like, God, I'm not perfect, but I have all this education. I have my CV is very attractive, but I'm struggling to find this love. Connect me with the guy that you think is going to complement my destiny, because I've tried it my way. It doesn't end up well. My relationship were ending up in disaster. Same story over and over. But then I had to work on myself. And I was like, I remember crying to God and saying, God, why would I pray and say, give me a beautiful man? You give me this man and you take that man away. And I remember the Holy Spirit telling me that, Nomsa, I did not take anything away. You asked me to deliver. I delivered what you asked me for. But did you have the skills to actually look for what you asked for? I didn't. That was the truth. So because I didn't have the skills in a relationship, and I did not love myself enough, that means I did not deserve love from a man, because it means that if that man had come along, I wouldn't know how to treat that man. My relationship over will end up in disaster. So at that moment, when I made a decision that I need to get to know myself, I need to love myself, I need to create my own identity based on who I believe is Nomsa. My first name is Nkosi. Who I believe is Nkosi. And in that moment, I find that my childhood character is my character then. I shouldn't have changed my character to be something that I'm not. So when I unconsciously, I meditated, I prayed, and then I came to meet my inner child. And when I met my inner child, I realized that who my identity was. And that time. I remember going to, like, sometimes I'll go for a meal, Claudia. If the restaurant serve me cold meal, or the meal that is not cold, I wouldn't say anything. I would just eat it and just don't want confrontation. I don't want anything. But the first thing when I did my program with Paul McKenna, I was like, first, go to a restaurant. If they serve you cold hot chocolate, nicely call the waitress and say, excuse me, would you like to give me a different one? Or even when you go out, if the music play that you like, and start dancing without waiting for people to go on stage. So for me, what I did was to go on stage. When people, I love singing, but it's different when you go out and people don't know you. And when you just dance on this dance stage on your own. So I did that. I was like, okay, music is playing. I'm just going to go dance with my smile like an angel. I'm just not going to care what everybody thinks. And since that day, I met the real me. I was like, God, this is me. This is who I am. I don't really care about being judged, but I started caring, and that affected my relationship. Because the reason why it affects your relationship, you don't become a magnet, you become a nightmare. You're not happy, that means your spouse are not gonna be happy. If you don't communicate your needs, it means you're gonna ask them, you're gonna want them to guess what you want. I don't know, Claudia, if you've ever done that, or your client have ever said something similar, where you just want you should know better, your spouse, like, you have this mind where my spouse should know better, and it frustrates you, and it frustrates the other person as well. So what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do experience this, but then as well, it's a bit like the red flags, and then we don't see it and don't realize it. Yeah, that's the thing. If it would be good if we realize, actually, because then we can spare this as well for us, the situation and the experience. So we don't see the red flags. That's fine. Eventually, we will be seeing them as well. It's just a matter of time as well, And what you said as well in regards to up leveling as well, I like to add too that it is as well important to just like to up level. And one way we can do this as well, it's with good food and working out and supplements as well, because being healthy overall as well, it's a very good energy to be in, because if we feel healthy and we do work out and we do the yoga, the meditation as well, so then we're able as well to vibrate all of this energy. And this, again, it's very attractive and very sexy as well if we are in this stage, including as well our health, which is one abundant way as well to be in love in life as well, is to be healthy, right?
Yeah. I love that, Claudia, as well, what you're saying, and also overcoming past hurts. We all wounded in life.
Yeah, we are.
And we all have gone through so much pain. Some people have gone through, like, when they tell you what they've gone through, you are like, wow, I thought my problems were problems, but I'm just going to shut up now, because when you start actually seeing other people, what they've gone through, but the life that they've built for themselves, they are like, they have rewritten their story, in their past story, to be the story that they want to write. They've rewritten their story, and it's so amazing. So overcoming past hurts, knowing that we've all been hurt in life, is working. Like, when we talk about self-love, it means you go through every journey of healing. And when you go through that healing, you go through the process is amazing, forgiveness, and also letting go as well is very, very important. I know when you do all those things and understand somebody else's love language as well is very, very important. Like sometimes some people's love language is gift, but some people's love language is different. What's your love language, Claudia?
It's touch, it's touching, like
Yeah.
do things, like
Yeah.
touching and massage. And that's a good thing actually as well to do the
Yeah.
test before the
Yeah.
quiz. Yeah. And you can do this online. It's free, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Yeah. My love language is if you give me quality time, you that's good. But if you buy me gifts and think that the gift are gonna make me happy, they're not gonna make me happy. Quality time for me is very, very important. And I do not want to date my father. I'm not like touching everything. I got to know that I'm dating a man. A man has to be a man to me. That is very, very important. That when I'm going out, I'm working with my lover, not my best friend. I don't want to live with my friend because in the first place, that's not the agreement. So the relationship has to continue. We have to play like children. I don't like to date people that are serious, because if you date somebody who takes life is so serious, that's boring. That's really, really boring. So I just love that. Just to date somebody who is more like who is not afraid to bring their inner child out and just be playful and just loving and caring person who is not perfect either. I love that. I don't like people that wants me to believe that they are perfect and then they are being too serious and the relationship, it gets boring because it gets taken over by arguments, because that person, they feel that they are not being listened or they are not being recognized. So it's very, very important that when you're dating somebody to becoming a magnet, is like to loving yourself. It means I'm gonna be a child if I feel like I want to be a child and be playful. I'm gonna take my smartphone and put them away and not gonna worry about where my phone is and just spend a quality time with that person. And also your identity, the interest, you don't have to stop the things. Some of the things that you love to do, you can still do it, so that you have something to talk about when you come back. Like Martin the other day, what he does basically, he goes out with us, his friends, they spend time on playing games. So when he said the other day, oh, we're gonna start going out on a Wednesday, we both looked at each other with the kids and we're like, you need to have a life. And he's like, what do you girls mean? I have a life with my friends. I spend time on the computer playing with them. We're like, yeah, you do need to have a life with your friends. Yes, you do. Because what they do is they're spending time on the computer, they're chatting to each other, like audios chatting to each other. So now they're gonna just go out one day, once a week. So it was like, we just looked at him, was like, thank God he's having a life, but he's happy. So we're like, wow, we're getting excited for him. So it's very, very important to keep your identity alive and not to try to control the other person, because we want somebody to be perfect while us ourselves, we are not perfect. For me, I don't want anyone to be perfect, because it is frustrating. I don't want to be told to be perfect, because I know it's never going to happen. So I just embrace the person that I am as a person. I don't know about you, Claudia. What advice can you give somebody who is holding past hurts? Because that's very, very important when you're still holding pain from your past. That present relationship is never going to work.
Not because it's just like we are reflecting the past onto the new relationship, onto the person. And to be honest as well, it doesn't make sense, because again, everyone's different. And it's important as well to understand this so that the new relationship can be seen as new and fresh and unique as well. But when we come with all this bitterness and the resentment and everything from the past, it's just not really nice and not really fair as well. But obviously as well, we have to come to our own understanding as well. Important to know too is when we don't let go of something someone else did in the past and we still hold on to it, and we do this as well because on some level as well we think like it's helping us for this not to have experienced it again, you know. So we hold on to this past experience, hoping that, okay, I don't have to have this ever again, but we don't realize by holding on to it, we keep this energy with us and we take it into the next relationship. It's a bit like a ball of chain, you know. It's like this heaviness, and we are like a prisoner as well in this situation because we are still a bit like in this prison from the past relationship experience, whatever it was. So this is not a good start to do this. Ideally, it would be good as well to forgive. Forgive doesn't mean forgetting, okay? So just like good thing would be to realize the lessons or the blessing, because in every situation, every bad and positive situation, there's a blessing come out of it. So what has been the blessing of this, so that we actually as well, the mind realizes, oh, this is what it was for. This is what I had to learn, I have learned, and this is who I have become now because of this. And by going into this type of thinking, so then you realize as well. So you might have as well the aha moment. This was like your biggest lesson within this past relationship as well. And then just by having this aha moment or the light bulb moment as well, things can already shift. You can already let some of the stuff go as well, but it's important as well to go within and to look at it and to see what you have learned. And ideally as well, then you will come as well to the understanding it's best as well to let it go, to forgive yourself as well for playing your part in this dynamic, but as well to forgive as well the other person for doing and being as well the way are. Because when we are able to do this, and then we can feel more free of everything, and then it's just fair as well to go into the relationship with all that ball and chains being attached to our legs, you know.
Yeah, I love that, Claudia. And also I love when you say understand that life is a blessing, because what we give with the energy, we get it back. And also understand that sometimes love may not be enough to keep the relationship. Yeah, everything has to balance. The vision, everything is going to align. When you enter a relationship, you got to make sure that you have the same vision with this person. When I'm saying similar, it might not be the same, but they have to align together. Like I work for myself, but Martin works for a company. That's what he wants to do. And he is earning good money. He loves it. So I cannot ask him to change for who he wants to be, by his vision and my vision. When we put all together, it aligns together with everything. Like as a man, you have to have a vision, where you imagine to raise your children. If you are somebody who wants to have children, date somebody who also wants to have children. But if you meet somebody who, let's say, who don't want to have children, and you want to date them knowing that you want to have children, that does not align together. So make sure that everything, it ticks the box, like their vision, their values. What do they value? Their beliefs, everything. Even sometimes the beliefs are different. It's fine because we can sit down like a politician and have debate about his belief and my beliefs, as long as they are not like, it's like myself, I wouldn't date a Muslim person, because Muslim, I don't understand the culture. And also there's so many things that requires to be that person. I'm a Christian. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't date a Muslim. So when you date somebody, you got to make sure that everything aligns with whatever you're dating. And also date somebody, don't say that, okay, this person, they're this, I can change them, or because they're Muslim, I can get them out of being a Muslim, they can be my Christian person boyfriend. You can't do that. But some girls and some men, they think they can. They think they can use love to blackmail somebody, but you can't. So make sure that everything align with everything. And love, when love isn't enough, you got to be like, I used to interview my dad, I used to interview my stepdad, and I'll be like, why did you marry my mom? And my stepdad will be like, Nomsa, I married your mom because she's this independent woman and she does this, she does this. If she wasn't all these things, he will give me the list. And I'll be like, wow, you're too demanding. And they'll be like, yes, this is who I am. And my stepdad was very, very rich. We had a childminder, we had a chef in the house. But he would not want somebody else to cook his food. He would be like, I got married to your mom, Nomsa. When I come home, she needs to be at home and cook me food. If she's not at home, I accept it because I know she's not at home. I don't ask for anybody to cook my food. He will just go and make his own food, even though there is people working in the house. The woman is meant to cook, is meant to look after everyone. Claudia, I'm going to open the door. Do you want to take over?
Yes, absolutely. And then it's important as well, a bit like already what you have touched on as well, Nomsa, is in what it is we do want in the next relationship as well. It's very important as well to have the clarity and to know what it is we do want. And here, please don't make the mistake and state the things that you don't want any longer. Please cancel and delete those things, because the universe or the mind as well can't distinguish between don't want and want. So if you don't know what it is you do want in the next relationship, then please just see what's the things you don't want and turn them around so that you know and can state what it is what you do want. Because again, like this, it's a good reminder as well that we are actually as well in charge, that when we are clear and have the clarity in regards to what it is we do want, then this is the first step, and then we can go out as well and do the action steps and go on dates or go to events as well, go more out with friends too, so that we can meet and have the ability as well to meet people. But first job as well for us is to have the clarity what it is we do want in them.
Yeah, that's very, very important. I was talking to about my stepdad. He had money, he had everything, but like what you're saying, Claudia, that you have to know what you want. He knew exactly what he wanted as a man. He was like, I just want a woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Although I have the money, but I cannot have food cooked by somebody else. He will actually refuse it. And my mom knew that before he gets home, she needs to be at home. If she's not at home, she'll prepare the food and make sure that it's done. If she's away, that's understandable. He will just prepare his own food, not asking anybody to cook for him. But he will do that. And he was very, very clear. He'll be like, Nomsa, I have the money, I have everything, but I like my woman cooking my food. I like to take good care of my woman. I'll be like, you are so demanding. And I ask my dad the same thing. Why did you marry my stepmom and stuff? He would tell me the same thing, that if she wasn't this character, I wouldn't have married her. And those shows that when you really know what you really want as a man or as a woman, like you find like women, they're like, no, sir, I have everything, but I don't have. I don't have. So you have to get rid of that energy of I have everything, I don't have love in my life. Or many just say, God, let's go and do the work. Universe, and go and do the work. Just tell the universe, oh God, what kind of a woman, a man you need. And just take away all these things that I have the money, I have this, but I'm struggling to find love. Just surrender. When you surrender your character and saying, this is the person that I am, I've worked so hard for my life, buying a house or with my career and everything, and just God, just give me a man or a woman that is going to come into my life, and we just share this beautiful life together. Take away that is hard to find, this is hard. God does not read all those things. You've got to tell him exactly, or the universe, tell him exactly what do you desire. And your desires will be, because we go around like parties, business events, walking to town, events and hanging out. Your husband must be there. Come on. Just be a magnet and be happy like me. I'm just, if my neighbors don't see me, they worry. They're like, where have you been? Is that woman with the earphones? Even on the street where I walk, they're like, the woman with the earphones. Sometimes I dance if the music I like is playing, or sometimes I laugh, because I'm always alert. Even when I'm going through something or the business is not going well, you won't even tell that the business is not going well, because I use gratitude of what I have and what God is about to do in my life. I have this faith that, you know what, I'm so grateful that somebody hasn't got a life, but I have it. I'm so grateful that pandemic came through. I didn't die. So the only thing that I can do is dance my song, sing my song, harmonize my own music. Harmonizing your own music, it means you write your own story how you want it to be written. I don't know about you, Claudia. I just write it like you manifested it for your life, and you got that life. So you can do that as well, audience who are watching. Thank you so much, Anderson. Yes, and you can do that as well by manifesting. And I can tell you what I did a few weeks ago, manifesting, the power of manifesting. I went to this wedding with my friends. We were fasting for 70 days. And then we went to this wedding. And when we went to the wedding, everyone was eating. Me, I was fasting. And they were like, are you going to eat? I was like, no, I'm fasting. I'm not eating, but I'm going to eat later when I break my fast. So they were all making fun of me. And in the night, I'm full with the Holy Spirit. I'm so energetic because I'm connected to my inner being. And they're all making fun of me. So then we were dancing, and then everybody goes. And then I went on stage, I started dancing. And I was like, I've never danced like this before. What is happening? And I was like, I realized actually my energy has changed. They were making fun of me with God, and God is showing them that this is who I am. So everybody comes in on stage, and then I show them dance move, and everybody, and the night was so beautiful. So then the other day, last week, I was having problems with my business, and I was like, I need to hire a coach. But these coaches are so expensive, and the coaches that I want are so expensive. And I was like, okay, God, just fasted and went for my Bible study, and they came out. I went to Size event, and he goes, okay, stay till the end. This is the energy that becoming a magnet in a relationship, knowing who you are, unapologetic, doing the things that you are meant to, your identity, not faking it. So, and Sai says, stay till the end. There's going to be big prizes, and whoever wins the prize, you can win a prize up to 25,000. So everybody's like, okay, I was like, I'm staying. So I stayed, and then he goes, let's see. I'm going to play the music and let's see where the energy, good energy is. I was like, Holy Spirit, let's do our thing. I haven't got the mind of I'm gonna win, but I was just enjoying myself. And he goes, no, so and I was like, what? He goes, no, so I was like, okay, press the button. When you press this color, it means it's a prize. There's a prize there. So we're gonna have to reveal which prize it is. So I won the biggest prize, which is the coaching for the whole year. And I pressed the button and he goes, you won the coaching 25 grand. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you won the coaching. But I came in, I went in there, I knew I had problems, but my attitude, it wasn't like, you know what, I have problems in my life is like this, my life is, no, I didn't, it wasn't there. For me, it was the gratitude to say, God, have your way in my life. And that's what I did as well with my spouse, finding my spouse, have your way. Now, I have a coaching. He just set up the material and everything until I'm booked till next year, August. And I'm sure they're going to put it up more through bookings after that. And so that is the beauty of life, of embracing the person who you are as a person. When you do that, when you shift the focus of I'm struggling with this, and then replace it with the gratitude. What do you think, Claudia? Because we are about to go. I've got a meeting at past.
Absolutely. So yeah, gratitude important, and as well, just keep it light, no? Without the desperation and the need as well, just like, no, but you just want, be grateful as well of everything you already have in your life, and then just go on with your day to day, and like be light as well around it, yeah? Not like trying to push, or to force or to control it, just like it being light and playful. And this is when things come into play.
Yeah, don't try to control life.
Yeah.
Let life be life.
Yeah.
But you have to have goals. You have to write goals, because the universe wants people who are clear. You have clear goals. Like, what do you want to achieve? But don't stay feeling sorry for yourself. Just be in a mindset of, I'm grateful to this life. And God, you know what? If you could bless me with this beautiful woman that I'm going to love and I'm going to cherish, a beautiful man, the magnet, and keep the character, keep building it. Don't change just because you find a man, you relax, or a woman relax. Keep growing. And that is the attitude you need to have. Growth attitude, beautiful attitude, love yourself inside and out, and unapologetic, show up as you, not somebody else. So guys, I've got to go now. I told you I won the coaching, so I'm supposed to be coaching right now. Okay. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. Looking for love coaching, please head over to my website, Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency, or if you're looking for coaching, head over there. God bless. Live with grace.